You do not seek power or popularity. You simply ask, is a thing right in itself? If it is, you do it no matter the cost.
We just got lunch at the cafe, and now I'm on the porch of the room that we're about to have our SWAT meeting. And oh my god, we're so lucky. It's so breathtaking. Look at the snow, first of all. The ocean crashing on the rocks right there. All of the birch and pine trees. Ugh, it's so pretty. After SWAT yesterday, I came back and did some homework and some video editing, and then I just picked up some dinner to go from the dining hall. And in the winter we have these concerts on Wednesday nights in like the meeting hall of the castle. And there was this really incredible artist, I believe his name was Kafari, and I joked to my friend, I was like, his music was so peaceful and lovely. It was giving like cafe ambiance video, but better and live and like with this soul to it. And then he also taught us how to play bones, which was really fun. And I have, in a little bit less than an hour, maybe like 45 minutes, I have my business and nonprofit basics class. Then I'm gonna walk over with one of my friends. Yeah, I'm thinking more about what I said this morning, and it's something that's kind of been like weighing heavy on my spirit because I joked when I first got here with someone to this school, like over a year ago, that I worked so hard to be able to work this hard, and I'm so grateful to finally have this like autonomy and free will and choice in my life, agency over my life, and I don't think I'll ever surrender that. But I'm realizing more and more that I love that freedom, but I also wanted just to be able to trust and just to be able to be cared for. And I saw something online last night that was, and I reposted it, it was a bunch of neurodivergent individuals reacting to someone saying that they don't over-explain themselves just because they're anxious or because they think people should know or that they want to share those things or blah blah blah. It's because they think they're more tolerable with context. And I don't know, I had the same reaction as all of the other neurodivergents reacting to that video, where I realized that like I would really rather prefer being nonverbal a shit ton more than I am. I am an introvert, even though I act like an extrovert in every social setting. And even during that concert last night, I found that like I was having this like anxiety stomach ache, and I was trying to like breathe and ground into my stomach, and I was like, feel it, relax those muscles, like all of those things. And I think that's part of why I really love like dance and yoga and breathing, is both from like a trauma aspect as well as a neurodivergent aspect. So rarely am I actually grounded in my body and what it feels like to be present. And yesterday in editing videos, I was editing the morning routine, and in playing back that yoga flow, I realized that even when you're in your body, it's a very different experience than other people experiencing, like perceiving your physicality. And I had realized in playing that back, first of all, my scoliosis is so bad, and second of all, my chest, that is so much weight on my torso. Oh my god, it's like as wide as my torso, and holy shit. But that, you know, that's exhausting to be carrying around, but because I live in my body every day, I like don't even think about it. Anyway, I've been very like tangenty and ADHD in my updates, going all over the place and adding all of the random things that have come to mind. But yeah, I think that I want to, like, my priority, my intention, and the mentality I want to use going forward with this next like moon cycle at very least. I'm actually thinking for my next episode of my podcast, I have several ideas. I was thinking that I wanted to go with the importance of third spaces, and I might do that in the future, but I'm thinking cyclical living, especially with a neurodivergent mind, because I feel like a lot of the research for neurodivergence is very masculine based, because there are so many fluctuations in feminine hormones that it is hard to get like a status quo, but then there's not research about the experience, and that's tough. So anyway, I think that just like being really mindful about what feels right for me, like I said, like I feel like my natural energy is so feminine, but my life demands so much masculine energy from me to like completely like take control and manage and all of these things. And I'm like, I just want to pet a dog and make some art and eat some good food and go on some adventures. Bro, I just want to be in bed. My eye just started burning. yeah. And I mean, like, that's what we're working towards, but you know, I mentioned before that all of the things that I've created for myself were technically like impossible in the circumstances that I was in. And that delusion is really like what got me there, is that like it's possible for other people. I don't know how and I don't know when, but like I'm gonna make this work for myself. And that is how I've got out of every troublesome situation and how I've gotten everything that I do desire thus far. And this, you know, people always make that like stupid ass phrase like you don't find love until you stop looking for it. And that's because of energy. The energy of like, oh my god, where are they? I'm ready, I want it, is different than like I'm happy, whole, and content the way I would be at peace in a relationship. And once you find that within yourself, that is what is resonant with that kind of reality. And so that has kind of been like my little key, my little hack, is like finding the energy of the things that I want to embody. And so I think listening to myself more and allowing myself to be nonverbal and allowing myself to get rest and allowing myself to just have a little trickety treat in my raccoon hand and go away. That's all I really want. So yeah. Also, I realized that I was doing my full moon ritual and I like charmed this necklace, and I'm trying to collect jewelry that represents different elements of my life that I love and the people that I love, including I really want to do that with tattoos. I have so many tattoo ideas and I'm very excited to pursue that, although so many of the ones that I want to get are on my torso, which is my keloid region, and that can be really hit or miss to tattoo, so I have to be careful about it. But I am taking off the warrior tag because it's a Nordic rune, but it is so true for me. The amount of times I've heard, you know, warrior spirit is exhausting. And it has been so true and so resonant, and it's a part of my identity that I will never let go of. But I don't want to embody. I'm clumsy. I don't want to have to embody it or identify with it all of the time. Again, talking about mindset, I think a lot of us have difficulty letting go of trauma because it does take so much of us that we want, what is happening here? That we want to make it mean something. And it already does. And this is the thing, like I feel like so many people are fearful of certain aspects of the healing journey because they're afraid to lose who they were, and I was too. But you never forget who you were or what you went through, and in fact you get different perspectives and an appreciation for yourself and all that you've done for yourself. And so it's a part of my identity that I'll never lose, but I'm really exhausted of having to like contextualize my existence and my desire to help people, and you know, my fears or my limitations or how I communicate or how I show up in spaces because of how I've been treated. And I don't identify with being a victim or being treated like that, and I haven't for many years, and hence the fact I've even been able to have autonomy or unconditional relationships. But yeah, I think that letting go of the fighter, and not that I will ever let go of the fight and the fire in my soul. I care too much about too many things to ever stop fighting for good, but I don't think it needs to be so much of who I am any longer. And that's a huge step. So yeah, we're gonna focus our priorities and our needs into a just slightly more and more authentic version every single day. the hilarious shirts I got.
Yep.
Okay, I gotta hang them up, so I have to find them in the pile.
Oh, did you wash them?
Yeah. First, the Starlight one.
Very good.
Thank you. What else do we got here? I have to find them in the pile of clean laundry I just washed. This one.
Nothing changes if nothing changes. Love that.
Right?
Oh my god, that's so Morgan.
Like, get your act together and maybe things would be different, guys. I feel like that's very me.
It is.
When people are like, how'd you change your life? I did something? What do you think? Get your shit together. Take accountability, perhaps.
Yeah.
Oh my god, there's like a bunch of them. Okay, this is just like a plain shirt that I like. But yeah, it's like this like navy blue one. Okay, I think there's like 2 more shirts. This one, I feel like you'll really, really appreciate this. Very Morgan coded.
Oh, that's so cute.
Houston, I have so many problems.
Oh, I love it.
Okay. And then...
Are some of them from Etsy?
Yeah. This one I
Cute.
also feel like you would personally really like.
Till death we do art. I love that.
Right?
It's so
Oh
cute.
my god, it's my soul.
Love.
Okay, those are my new shirts. I think that's all of them. It was mac and cheese night, and they had little flowers in the salad. Little edible flowers. Look at them. They're so cute. I got some food to go, so I threw some flowers in there. They're so pretty. Little edible flowers. Good evening. So, I just finished some nail care. I'm gonna redo my nails in the morning. This is Ella Milla's First Aid Kiss. It's a cruelty-free nail strengthener. But today I had my, why is my brain not working? I had my career ecology class, and then I used the sauna that we get on campus on Fridays in the winter, and I didn't use it last term, or I couldn't get a slot last term, so it was nice to be able to do that. Then I showered and got ready while FaceTiming with Heaven and making food. And then I stopped at the school's cafe and got some more food. Came back here and prepped for a meeting with a group for my business and nonprofits class because we're doing a group project for the next week. So we kind of did a brainstorming session on that. And then I ran into one of my friends and we came back to my dorm for cocoa and coffee, and we talked for about an hour before heading to dinner somewhere in there. I did laundry. Tonight was mac and cheese and savory tofu. And then I took the night bus with Gillian to the grocery store, and we got a bunch of food. Gillian's birthday's on Monday, and so we're going to celebrate this weekend, and we just needed food. And yeah, this evening I hung up a lot of my clothes because the dryer doesn't get them fully dry, especially when they're like the bigger, denser clothes. And yeah, I've done dishes and just had some more snacks, and I'm gonna go get ready for bed because it's almost 10. It's literally seconds to 10, and I'm really tired and I want to get an early start because I have quite a bit to do with assignments and filming and production and seeing friends this weekend. So overall, it was a really great day, and it's going to be a really great weekend. I did get this adorable B-roll in the grocery store of like all of the Valentine's like cookies and things out, but my phone, as you know, if you've been watching these series, it's on death's door, and so it just glitched and didn't save it. So that's kind of disappointing. But yeah, I'm going to give a little bit more of a in-depth update on what has been going on so like thus far this week, besides what I said about today, and also what's been going on up here tomorrow, and wrapping up this episode. But for now, I'm gonna go to bed. I have a piece on my tongue, which is not giving me enough room to make a mustache. So, little known fact about me, I have a geographical tongue, which means I have spots that essentially move around my tongue. And there are some people who have like a more severe version of the condition, like Keith from the Try Guys. He has like cuts on his tongue. And everybody I know of who has a geographical tongue has a sensitivity to spice. Like the pain dominates like any ability to taste the flavor and the dimension that spice adds. But one really fun thing about it is that when you eat colored candy, it dyes everything on your tongue except for the spots. And I wish I had on my old device, I have a picture of eating a Jolly Rancher and that happening. Um, because it's not really showing up. Like I can see it a little bit in the mirror, but not on camera. And like the spots are just like really small right now and kind of on the outskirts anyway, and so they're not really noticeable. But I have several of these candy canes, so I will hopefully have migration so that you can actually see it in the next couple of weeks. But here, let me see if I can. Yeah, like, do you see how there's like parts of the blue that are still kind of pink? Like right there. Yeah, it like the spots don't get dyed, which is so weird. Hopefully I'll show you when it's actually more visible, but fun fact about me. Good evening. Happy Sunday. This morning I did some painting with Alexandra and Gillian, and then I watched WandaVision and made this weird like vegan cheesecake cherry pie thing with Carla. And this is my little guest book I've had since my other dorm. And when I remember and when I have people over, which I am like not too social as in to do like the big crowd things, but I do have people over for like tea and watching shows and things. But yeah, everybody like wrote little things, which was so sweet, and nice to go back through. And between those two things, today, Gillian and I also walked into town and went to the grocery store. Not only because I've been wanting to go to the more naturals store all term, and we've been taking the night bus because it's been chilly, but they close like a half an hour before, like, yeah, they close a half an hour after the first cycle of the night bus, but the cycle, like, it takes us the first like 20-25 minutes to get there, and like sometimes they close a little early or the bus is running a little late, and so it's been hard to like actually go there. So we just walked today because it was in the 40s today, Fahrenheit, and it's going to be like 18 tomorrow, I think like 2 at night, which is just crazy. We're also expected to get, I believe, somewhere between like 6 and 8 inches of snow tonight. So much so that like all of the morning classes were already canceled. So so that includes mine. And yeah, this is sometimes somewhat working, maybe a little bit, tiny amount. But that TikTok thing was weird as hell. I did try to spend most of yesterday on TikTok, but this was like glitching and glitching and resuscitating about 1,000 times. It was just like the Apple logo a bunch, and I didn't really get on TikTok much yesterday, but I guess that didn't matter much either. Anyway, I am going to, I don't know, eat something more, but I hope you enjoyed this episode. Tomorrow will be a fun snow day and a new episode of the season, so I'll see you then. Bye. Thank you for watching.